One
Okay.
environment attached with 2 to 3 atoms. Simply we call it as a
Molecule.
molecule. That's it. But go through this, okay?
Uh-huh.
If you stuck anywhere, like if you need any further information, just feel free to ping me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So anything you need like extra information, I can provide you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
you
how in this training, how you are going to attach two of them, two atoms under one
actually
environment?
no, actually in this for this training account we can't attach. This is
Okay.
just for like a beginner session. For this we can't attach, but in the real time, like with the project you're working, we can attach them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not now, but I can show you. Okay, like
So yeah.
after like at least completing the basic essentials part, I can show you that one.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
not now because I can't since it's recording, right? I can't share
Uh,
those things in this one. Okay,
okay.
in my real time project, I can show you those things.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Okay, I'm just save them to forward you. Okay,
Okay.
good. Okay, where we are. So that is something you have asked for an extra thing. So I have said you for the molecule
Mm-hmm.
atom. If you need any further
Mm-hmm.
information, just go through the links which I provided to Mind Bells. So they will just send you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, let's go through the steps. So in the previous thing, like what I said you about step, in order to build a process is
Mm-hmm.
nothing but a building of steps by one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you go to build tab. Okay, this process first we have configured the FTP connector. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so like any process, suppose you want to create even a new process, something. The first step which you have is every process flow begins with a start step. So what is the start step over here?
The first one.
The first one, right? The
Mm-hmm.
start step is a first one. So like if I
Mm-hmm.
want to configure a create new process, like I will want to create a process, create this one, I will name it as a sample process. Sample. I want to build it from the scratch. Okay. So what is the? It's a start shape. If I remove this, it will just show start shape. Okay. By default.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Start shape. Since I have been not configured, so what is this shape showing? So every shape it
Okay.
will begin with a start shape. Like if you go to
Uh-huh.
like options, it only shows
Uh-huh.
configure options. You can't have
Yeah.
the option to remove. Suppose you have like another shape expected like set properties. Okay, if we touch here, it will be has configure, copy, remove. Okay, if I
Uh-huh.
want to remove, I
Uh-huh.
will remove. Okay, but start
Uh-huh.
shape we can't remove.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Why it's like that?
For every
Because
process is it needed. It is
yeah, because it's a
mandatory type of.
basic step which can be needed for everything. It's
Yeah.
a common thing. The
Uh-huh.
start step begin from the it is automatically added to a new process and it cannot be removed at all.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Okay, like how we can now let's discuss and see how we can configure a start shape. Okay, let's discuss about
Mm-hmm.
this how we can configure a start shape. Okay, while configuring a start shape we have like four options. One, we can use the start shape as a connector.
Mm-hmm.
So initially we have this option as a connector. So any connector we have we can use. Suppose I want to retrieve FTP v2
Mm-hmm.
connector,
Mm-hmm.
you can configure. Okay, we can see that you have some connection to Boomi F2 and query one get XML. Okay, like that it is configured.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this is used as an FTP V2 connector. Like I want to use this as a trading partner. Okay, now where this trading
Mm-hmm.
partner is used, I think you know this, right?
Yeah.
Yes to
Yeah.
the company
Party
name, the
setup.
trading partner.
Uh,
This is a EDA. In EDA, we use this trading partner.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trading partner. Have you configured any of the trading
Yeah. Yeah.
partner? I think you have done the
Yeah. Yeah.
EDA
I
codes,
did.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
I
I mean,
I think
currently I'm working on one project and
yeah,
I
yeah.
just did
Then
the one trading partner.
yeah. Thank God you are aware of this. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Like data pass through. What is data pass through? Now you may not know, but in coming days you will know. Data pass through. What it does is it will
Mm-hmm.
it will flow the data from parent process to the sub process.
Okay.
I think now you might be wondering what is this parent process, what is this child process, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is something I will show you in the further sessions. As of now, I will show you one example, okay? But you don't take it like deeply into mind if you don't get. In the coming sessions, I
Uh-huh.
will say you by doing the activities and everything, you will get to know. Like one
Okay.
more step is now we want to use it as a no data shape,
Uh-huh.
no data shape, and keep it as a at the end keep it as a stop shape. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so simple process. I will just save. It will just say. It will just save. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
so what happens over here? No data is coming from here. Now what happens? What happens?
Nothing. Nothing will happen. There's
Nothing will
nothing.
happen. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It come with the 00 KB. Now I want to use the start shape as an same way like connector FTPv2.
Mm-hmm.
PV2. Since I am using the existing because I am not creating anything. I am using existing.
Yeah.
So what this one
Uh-huh.
begins this connection part, the XML get the operation part. These are components
Uh-huh.
because I am reusing them.
Uh-huh. So,
Okay.
okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now what happens? The same thing. The two documents need to come. Let's see what happens. The test. Now how many documents are coming?
Two of them.
Two of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to use it in an other manner. Like I don't want to use the start shape. Okay. I want to use it as a no data shape, but I should have a data. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I can do? I can keep here another connector FTP V2 connector. Okay, same thing I will configure. Okay. So now I will just test the process. Let's see what happens. See here, initially it is coming as a no data, but where we are getting the file from FTP V2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it?
Yeah. So
Clear?
here then the start shape has not in use, but still it is since it is unmandatory, we are
Yes, yes, yes,
passing through the different yeah.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. You got it.
Uh,
This is the thing. Okay.
mhm. So in that connector, I see that disk V2 and disk legacy. What is the difference?
Disk and disk V2. Actually, you want to know about the difference of disk V2, V2 version 2. V2 itself is in version 2. You know about the FTP, right? It's a file transfer protocol.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Okay.
a
Uh-huh.
version 2. So what is this FTP and FTP V2 is? Let me give you something. Okay. Uh, Suppose what happens is the FTP is a older version. The FTP V2 is a new version. Like we have
Mm-hmm.
like some things which you learn in the further sessions. Like suppose
Mm-hmm.
we were retrieving the file from the FTP. Due to some atom down, this connection got lost and it stopped. Okay. Suppose one
Mm-hmm.
of the file is retrieved, but another file is not retrieved. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
what happens in the next run? The next run, the normal FTP again it will start from the starting and it will be start retrieving the files. But whereas the FTP V2, it is all since it has already retrieved the first file, it will just focus on the second file to retrieve. So what happens here? It is just saving our time. Hello.
I did not get it. Sorry, I got lost.
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
come back again?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's stop all these things. Okay. Suppose you are downloading a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk in the like. I don't want to go too much in layman words. Like I want to
Mm-hmm.
talk in the picture perfect. Like you are downloading a movie from your mobile. Okay. You
Uh-huh.
have like download 70% of the movie, but due to some
Mm-hmm.
reasons you lost your connectivity, the internet
Mm-hmm.
connectivity. So the
Mm-hmm.
movie stopped downloading. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
when the internet got connected again, so where it
Mm-hmm.
will start? It is starting from the beginning. Means again it is
Yeah.
starting from zero.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is an old version. Like you have some new version now. So
Uh-huh.
since you lost the connectivity, when the internet got connected again, when you regain the
Mm-hmm.
connectivity, what's happening in now is it is starting from 71.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So there is a difference, right?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
manner, but like coming to FTP, you are retrieving some files. You have retrieve
Mm-hmm.
need to retrieve like 100 files, but after retrieving 50 files, the connectivity got error. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
50 files have reached to the SAP. Since you are getting some 50 files from the trading partner, you need to in a single shot you have to get 100 files. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so this process will run automatically for every every 3 minutes. This has to be run. This process has to be run. Like there will be like n number of files, like many number of files. For every 3 minutes, it will take 100 files, 100 files, 100 files. Okay, it has to
Mm-hmm.
read to be backend system like SAP from the trading partner. Suppose due to some issues, it has failed. Okay, like the
Mm-hmm.
atom has shut down, it has failed. Only 50
Mm-hmm.
files has came and that has been sent to the end system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in the next run, again if it starts from the beginning, again whatever the 50 files has retrieved, again if they retrieve, what happens? Those will be created duplicate, right?
Yeah.
It will be
Uh-huh.
created duplicate, and SAP backend system will be immediately firing that. Okay, why this has happened? Why we are getting the orders again and error, and that has reached the customers has been in the real time. If they are working for Amazon, what happens if the customers take orders twice and thrice with the same amount they have paid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That will impact, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the FTP2 connector, what it does is, okay, 50 files are retrieved. Okay, I'll stop working on the 50 files. So what are all the remaining files? I will retrieve them. This
Mm-hmm.
is the scenario. What
Okay.
happens? Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. We have like I think we have in the coming session. You will learn. I will give you a session on FTP and disk V2. Okay.
Okay. So you're saying the uh, disk V2 is an V2 version of disk legacy, right?
Yeah, disk V2 and FTP V2. Suppose I have like
Mm-hmm.
let me give you something. Like this is FTP V2 connect. I want to configure like FTP. Okay, so this and this is same. Like I will
Okay.
configure here. Like I want to configure like see here that disk V2 connection and operation. I can use the same over here as well. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and one more thing is we have only two options called get and send.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whereas here we have like multiple operations like get, list, query. Means the FTP
Uh-huh.
will have like one file at a
More
time.
RAM.
Yeah, just
Uh-huh.
one example. Let's see what happens. So any doubts you have, you can always reach me out. Even if I am
Mm-hmm.
unavailable also, since you may practice also, you can keep me via mail and I will just respond.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure.
So what is happening here? The same files only we are both are doing the same operations. But if there is a
Mm-hmm.
connectivity issue, okay, by
Mm-hmm.
using the
Mm-hmm.
FTP again, it will retrieve the files again and again.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, same like this, some issues will
So,
be there. This is an
uh-huh.
upgraded version
Uh-huh.
which will have more options. It is just
Uh-huh.
a old version. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
got it clear about this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got it. And you had asked me something like I forgot. Yeah, yeah, this one, right? About the data pass through.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you something. If you do a professional developer course, you have
Mm-hmm.
here like process call is something like, see, if you see here, what is saying here, data pass through sub process.
Mm-hmm.
Data pass means we are getting data from the main process. Let me show you
Mm-hmm.
the main process. Okay, this is the main process. Okay, suppose like
Mm-hmm.
the entire is your family. You have like three children, and you assign your three children some three different jobs.
Mm-hmm.
In the same way, the sub process, the child process, which we call
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't say these things initially because they won't be able to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Who are like a new to IT something. Since you are aware, I'm showing you all these things. This
Mm-hmm.
one I call it an advanced level. Okay, this we are
Okay.
getting as an level. So here we have a route shape. So here we have like two sub process. Route means it is just
Mm-hmm.
a. This is also a what type of shape it is,
Logic.
logic shape, because it doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
it has a condition saying that
Mm-hmm.
which is equal to 001, it has to go to the 1. 002, it should go to the other part. 003, it has to go to the other part. So what happens here? 001 means here we have 001. So it matches in this
Okay.
all
Mm-hmm.
documents should go into the one part. Here we have split date.
Mm-hmm.
What split date? Will just split by line. So all
Uh-huh.
these things you will get understand by doing the activities. Okay. So you
Mm-hmm.
connecting this using route. What are all the default which are not displayed like 001, 002, 00 will go into this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this one and go into return. Like we see here, everything will going into this. What is this shape? This one, and this one.
Process.
This one we call it as a sub
Process. So
process.
process. Oh,
If
okay.
we
Since it has
open
two
this,
wheels. Huh?
yeah, since we
Okay.
have this, see, it is a sub process. You are getting this,
Uh-huh.
okay, all these things
Yeah,
will go
yeah.
and it will mail and it will return the document again to the main process. It is just
Uh-huh.
like your child reporting, like, Mama, my work is done, my
Uh-huh.
homework is done,
Yeah.
please check it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you will go there and you will come and then continue. Same way, other sub process. When it equal to other one, what it does, the other sub process. In this sub process, it has to be some end system. So what is it? Will convert the converting flat file to XML file. It will just this is a notify shape which is used to set an alarm for the team that this has been
Mhm.
transferred, and set a file name, and the same file, the task you can need to report to the parent process. In the same way, since
Mhm.
I said it, it is going into the disk.
Mhm.
In the same way, the other sub process and go into disk. Now you got an idea, right? In which case
Yeah.
we use this data pass through. Clear, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good, good, good. Even in your real time job also, like you are like anything like stuck. If you don't understand anything, you can just attach this
Mhm.
screenshot something, and I will
Mhm.
try to help you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
If you feel like understanding something, you
Mhm.
can anytime you can reach out to us.
Sure. Sure. So, Bala, have you done any conversion mapping, conversion from iDoc
From
to,
iDoc,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I have not done, but I can help you. No, not at all, because iDoc is also something
Uh-huh.
like a CSV file, right?
It's an XML where, I mean,
Y-
iDoc is something similar to the EDI where it has
Yeah,
its
yeah,
own segments and
yeah.
elements
iDoc,
in it.
iDoc is a positional file, but it has a
Mhm.
like standard structure. I like E1 EDK 02 like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I remember
Uh,
like I have worked my first project in the my backend system is iDoc. When I used to work in the this thing, now I
uh,
don't have the opportunity to work, but I can help you.
uh,
I know that is also
uh,
standard structure. Even now, I am like starting to work on the iDoc files as well. Okay.
uh-huh.
Okay, okay. We'll discuss these things. Okay. Anything you
Mhm,
need, like you can ask it. Like anything, like any help you need regarding that.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, I need it because it's it's kind of new to me. Boomi is
Yes, yes.
new to me. Like how I did the logic in Bitstock is it can be easily done. I feel like in Boomi it can be without any more logic in place, like functions adding.
Yes,
We
yes.
have added so much functions, functoid. We call it as functoid in in Bitstock. Without
Okay.
those functions, without any script, I think we can easily can be done in the Boomi.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Uh, okay, but you know about iDoc, right? So what is your expectations to the XML? Anyway, we have like specs, right? I can help you out. No worries.
mhm. Yeah.
Anything needed regarding the script, anything, I can just say you, because you need not know the entire code. You should only know like how to use the Boomi things, like any code you
Uh-huh.
want to write, how the JavaScript, how the Groovy script. I will just give you the tips. Using those tips, you can
Uh-huh.
browse it in the net and you can copy the same code exactly.
Okay. Yeah. It will be
mm,
helpful.
no worries, I can help you with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even Gautam is also very good in understanding the things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any one of us who is available, we can do.
Okay. So,
Gautam is like completely into Boomi. He don't
nice.
have like experience on other tool, but he can help you out a lot.
Okay.
Okay, then like this is what this is. Like while configuring a connector, what are all the necessary steps? Right? So this is a
Uh,
configure a connector. So what we do, we have like two steps. One is the
mm-hmm.
connection part, other one is the
Operation.
operation part. So what's the
Uh,
difference between connection and operation?
Connection is something we fetch the file, and operation
Mm,
is in which we will be operating. Uh,
no, 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 no. Okay, okay. Anyway, it is not necessary that everybody should know. Since you need to, I will say this. Like, the connectors are a combination of two parts. One is the connection and the operation. Like, connection is that the where. Okay, like where you want to connect, where you
Okay.
want to
Uh-huh.
connect. Like after
Uh-huh.
getting the connection, how you want to use that.
Uh-huh.
This is the operation. Like, let's go into the layman words. Okay, the simple words.
Uh,
Like suppose you have like two of your friends, like you and me are settled in USA. Like
mm-hmm.
both of us need to go to Bangalore. Okay, so both of us
Mm-hmm.
should on our date and everything on the same travel. You need to attend a wedding. I need to I need to go to a temple. Okay, so what is our common connection?
Going to Bangalore.
What is our common thing is both of us need to get the same
Okay.
flight.
Uh-huh.
Same
Okay.
flight. So this is the
Uh-huh.
connection. Okay, both of us need
Uh-huh.
to, the transportation is by flight. We have to go to Bangalore. So
Uh-huh.
after we have utilized the connection, what we do, the operation part is different. What is your operation? You came on a mission to attend to a wedding. I
Uh-huh.
came on a mission to go to a temple.
Uh-huh.
The connection is different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
one more thing, the Boomi will have a licensing part. One more thing
Uh-huh.
is, this is very useful information. If you see here, most of
Mm-hmm.
us like you have like bunch of five friends in the same room.
Uh-huh.
All of you need
Uh-huh.
to iron your clothes. What you do?
Uh-huh.
You need an iron box, right,
Miserable. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
to iron. Okay. So what you do? Will you go to shop and buy five iron boxes,
No. We'll
or
share.
all five of you will buy only one iron box and share?
Share. Uh-huh.
So what
All.
happens is, in the same way Boomi as well. If Boomi, if they configure connection, you want to do 5 works on the same connection, okay, you will configure, you will be connecting to the same connection and do operations differently. Like operations like
mm,
someone will wash their shirt, someone will wash their pants, okay, they're necessary
mm,
items. So that is the operation part. That the
mm.
common connection is the iron box, okay,
Okay.
which you buy
Mm-hmm.
only one. In the
Mm-hmm.
same way, if you like keep on configuring connection, there will be some charges. For one connection there will be a charge, but if you configure like only one connection and the operations are different, there will be a charge, will be a only for only one connection. Okay, so in
Okay.
Boomi,
Uh-huh.
as the connections increases, the charge will be also increasing.
Oh, but no,
Okay,
it's not related to the connector. I thought it will, if you have an additional connector, then they will charge it. But
yeah, if
it
they
is
say
also related to the connections as well.
yes, yes. How this charge will be there?
Ah,
By on the connections only. Your company will be paying.
for each connection
Yeah, for each
you
connection.
make.
Yes,
Oh,
that's why if
that
you
is a lot of
see,
money for
yes,
them.
if you see, that's why if you see the operation part, what is there here, we are filtering. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Whatever we want filter, like binary, here there are like no filter, what are the file we have, the filter, everything we can give it over here. The import operation. We want to like filter anything, we can choose the field and we can filter. If we want how I can say, if you have like 1,000 employees, you need only the employees details. You need
Mm-hmm.
only the employee details whose age is below 25. So you can add a filter and you can add the field like employee's age
Mm-hmm.
and you can give like 25. Okay, so what are all the 25
Mm-hmm.
that will come exactly. So operation is different. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
all thing is you need to connect to the FTP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it is simple, like you want to connect to the FTP. So the same connection. If you want to retrieve any data after connecting it, whether you get the files, whether you send the files, that is upon you.
Mm-hmm.
You retrieve
Okay.
100 files or you retrieve 1,000 files, that is up to you. Okay, but if you are in this process, you are using this one connection. But if the other process, if you configure a different connection for the FTP, the charge will be 2 times.
Oh, okay.
That's
Uh-huh.
why even if you go into the other process also, they will be using the same connection.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
So this is all about the connector part, connection part, and the operation part. Okay. Now one more thing is connectors are of 3 types. Okay, as well that it will be of
Mm-hmm.
4 types. One is the
Mm-hmm.
application connectors. Second one is the technology connectors, and third one is the custom connectors. So what are all the application connectors? So what is this FTP? It is a protocol like
Mm-hmm.
disk v2, database, HTTP client, SFTP, this disk v2, everything comes as an FTP. So it comes
Mm-hmm.
as an sorry, it will comes as an technology connector. So what are application
Mm-hmm.
connectors? Application connectors are like what are all the applications? Like what are all applications we have? Salesforce, Amazon, CBC, here all connected.
Uh-huh.
Salesforce,
Resource. Okay.
SAP,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, Spotify, all these are the application connectors. Means we are connecting via application. We are getting the data via application.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So custom connectors are something which we connect on our own. Even we have that liability to connect. In my experience, I didn't get that much. Now, if you ask me
Mm-hmm.
a question like configure your own connector, I can't connect it because I need some to refer some documents on before working on that. Because in my lifetime, I didn't get that opportunity to connect that.
Uh-huh.
You got it?
Okay.
But we can do that as well. We want to configure our own connector, we can do it
Mm-hmm.
customly. Okay, by
Mm-hmm.
referring to Boomi. Like how I had, if that situation comes to me, I will just browse in the Boomi documentations and I will do that.
I see. Okay.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So next topic is like understanding the FTP V2 connector. What this FTP V2 connector is, like if we have like a any upload issues, since I have discussed before, to use this, we use this FTP V2 connector. So in connectors, we have like actions: create, query, list, update, like
Mm.
everything we have here.
Delete.
We have an
Mm-hmm.
options, like we have like how many functions? One, two, three, four, five.
Mm-hmm.
So what create does, it creates a files in the, or upload files or creating files. We use this create function. Query means
Mm-hmm.
downloading files. We are using query. Why we use query means it will download multiple files in an FTP. If you want to
Uh,
delete a particular file from an FTP, you can delete. Okay? Get.
oh.
Get means it is used to retrieve a file from an FTP. Like get and query are similar. Okay, but thing is that
Uh,
query will retrieve like hundreds of files at a time. It will just
uh-huh.
restrict one or two files at a time.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh. So what the list will do?
the list, it retrieves all the metadata entries from an FTP server. Like if you want like all entries which are listed, if you can use this list. Mostly, so mostly whenever you have like this, if you want to know about like a FTP connector, you can browse it over here. What are all the operation
Oh,
part, how it is connected. Okay,
okay.
the FTP connector, FTP V2 connector. See here. So what are the prerequisites before setting an FTP server? What is the host name or IP address? What is the port number? What you need? Okay. So all these things you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this is not even complete. If you saw here the connection part, right? The
Mm.
FTP connector, the connection part, how you connect, host name, port number, where you get this. You see here, since we have used the existing connector, if you go here, here we'll configure. What is the
Mm.
host name? What is the port number? What is the passive mode? The timeout. If you fix your time in milliseconds, like 100 minutes, so after like 100 milliseconds, if the connection is not up, it will automatically stop. Any SSL certificate, you know about this security socket layer
Mm-hmm.
certificate, the username,
Yeah.
password, all this it will be configured. The operation part you can configure out here. So how you configure? What is about the SSL? Anything you need, you can browse it from here.
Mm.
If you don't understand anything, can just pin mute and reach mute anytime. Okay. See what
Okay.
is your list.
Mm-hmm.
See, I told you right. See, this is a
Mm.
metadata entry from an FTP server.
Okay.
Okay. Retrieves a single frame from an FTP by its unique ID, like file name and okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
query means download multiple files from an FTP server.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? By
Yeah.
going into this, you will get. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to need, if you want to lead like, because explaining all the things will just eat our time. Okay, these are
Mm.
something you can do, and you can reach us to us if you need any information, anything. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then this is about the FTP connection, like how are the timeout issue, everything, the remote directory which we shared, everything.
Mm.
In the connection part, if you see here, we'll get the companion mode, all this information, the host name which we give, okay, the IP
Mm.
address, everything. The port name is like it will just listen, and the default port number is 21.
One. Mm-hmm. Actually,
So it will be
22.
like active or passive. Mostly by default it will be passive. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what is the timeout? Timeout means like the number of milliseconds for the wait. If it just reaches, it will just display a handshake issue.
Uh-huh. Okay, we have to provide that timeout, connection timeout.
Yeah, timeout issue, we have to provide that. In your real-time projects,
Uh-huh.
if you just go into the connectors and go to the connection, there you will know
Uh-huh.
what are all the millisecond,
Well,
the read time
okay.
out, the connection. Means this is the time if you give zero, it will be as an infinity. Okay,
Uh-huh. Okay.
listen. So read whatever we fetch in order to read the. This is the directory. Okay, like it's a like a remote directory. Like in the FTP, we have that. Basically, after logging into that, we will be retrieving from that directory. Here it is giving us account because in FTP we have a folder name called accounts. From that, like, we will be just getting the files.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one is
So
the
here, SSL mode,
yes,
I mean, if they provide the SSL certificate,
yes.
and how we can add it?
Yeah, we can directly add it here, like implicit or explicit. They will mention there.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
they will just mention their implicit and explicit, and according to this connection details only, because these are just a port, these are just like okay sample one. But when it comes to real time, they will
Mm-hmm.
just mention you. Okay, how this SSL can be updated, everything. Okay, so you
Uh-huh.
need not worry about this.
Okay.
Okay, you'll have these steps. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just the SSL means it will just encrypt. In AS2, will have the SSL, right? Mostly.
Yeah.
Have you configured like any AS2 setup?
Yeah. It was a long ago.
Okay,
No, not recently. I used to use that lexicon.
okay,
We
okay.
need to create a certificate like every 3 years. Yes,
Mm,
to certificates once in a, and
okay,
then
okay.
attach to and provide to the trading partner.
Okay then.
Mm. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock for you. So do you want
Yeah,
to
yeah, no,
continue or yeah?
no, no, no worries. Will complete the 2 hours. Actually, even like mostly my clients will be like US, so sometimes I need to
Uh-huh.
work out. No worries.
Ah, okay.
Okay, the username and password as usual. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is
Mm-hmm.
all about this. And the operation part, you know, right? Operation part where we do actually we'll do it as an import operation, like where we want to import the required runtimes on which atom. Okay, so what is the filter view? So everything will get it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the object is file. Like when you want like error behavior, like you want like if something has been errored out, you should throw a
Mm-hmm.
response, right? Okay, it has
Mm-hmm.
been errored out.
Yeah.
If we check this, it will just show this has been errored out. Fall if
Uh-huh.
failed in it. Like if you want something has failed. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
if you are unable to delete a file, it will just show that it has been failed. Delete after we have read it one file, so one error came out, so automatically that will just delete from the directory. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
hope you know if you have worked on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
netmin, you would have know this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, these are all the things. Okay, transfer format, number of files to return, number of files to return minus one means it will return whatever files is there. Maximum it will return. Like if you want to return only one file, if you give it as a one here, it will just return only one file.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So all this you can discover
So
over
why
here.
it is my one minus one? I didn't.
Minus one means suppose there are like 100 files. You want to
Uh-huh.
return all files at a once. If you give
Uh,
minus one, it will return all files at a once. If you give
okay.
only one, it will return only one file at a
Only
once.
one. Okay.
If you
Okay.
give two, only two files. But default is
Mm-hmm.
minus one.
That's one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. So archiving and caching. What are those? Uh, uh,
Uh, these are
and,
extra benefits archive means what are all the things like we have like others this FTP has only 45 days of data. If you want to archive it we have to go to archive. Like in FTP we have like
okay. Okay.
subdirectory. Okay, it
Mm-hmm.
has to be at least or another 100 days. If you want to archive that, you can use this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like tracking. If you want to set tracking, like what are all the tracking you can use, like catching. Okay, you say anything you want to catch. Like we have like catch
Yeah.
shape. Okay, mostly we'll be not using, but coming days if
Uh-huh.
you see everything you will know. Okay, the tracking fields
Uh-huh.
everything mostly we'll be using on this only. Okay, no issue.
So, what is catching? Like, what exactly it does? Yes.
Catching is like in a map
Uh,
shape. Suppose you are configuring a
uh-huh.
map shape. You want to get the data from the, you want like not the whole data. You want to load it only like two fields. You want to bring
Uh-huh.
that fields inputs and you want to use it in a map. So that time you use this document catch.
Ah, so it is more like an catching and then
Yeah,
routing,
catchy.
for example,
Yeah, yeah,
and
similar to that. If we see
okay.
this, 1 minute, I can show you that one. Not exactly the same one, but I can show you. See here, let me close this. In the map shape, suppose since there is no cache, it's not there. But nowhere in the professional, I think there will be like a thing called cache. If we go here, functions, we have like user different kind. Like look up. 1 minute. Let me.
Mm-hmm.
Please stay on your line. 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Audible, right?
Uh, yeah.
Like even we have like lookup. Like you have like
Mm-hmm.
a cross different like a document catch lookup means. So we can give that document catch like from here FTP to, okay, like indexing
Mm-hmm.
all these things, inputs and outputs we can give, and those from those we'll get the input and we'll match into the output.
Okay.
Might be
Uh-huh.
you may not understand this, but
Uh-huh.
when you do the activities or you have like live projects, that time you can see.
Uh-huh.
Even in the professional, I
Mm.
think professional course, it is showing like professional course, you have like a document catch, okay, list of product updates. Okay, using that,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
Let me like I think I want to navigate that. See here, document catch one activity will be there on this. See here, this is a catchy. What is the catchy name? Means what we are getting from the Salesforce. This we are just
mm-hmm.
storing in this catch document catch. We are just storing all these inputs. Okay, in this catch,
Mm-hmm.
what we have catch the product code. Okay, the product
Mm-hmm.
code. Now the same thing we are using in this map. Okay, we are having the document lookup. So the product code, according to the product code, we will give the display. So what is the product list update? Which is the book and retrieve price. The price value will be coming over here.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You don't get it also, not an issue. Like coming forward, when you have like hands-on with this, you can just work. That's why I say
Good.
like just work on the certification activities. Once you
Mm-hmm.
have
Yeah.
done this, it will be like very beneficial because
Yeah.
saying
Mm-hmm.
will not help you. By doing on yourself only,
Mm-hmm.
it will just help you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, good, good, good. Then, So FTP operation, just go to the, and one more thing, we complete the disk as well. So disk is also one of a connector. What type of connector it is? Disk. I said that there are like three types of connectors, right? Like what type of connector it
Mm-hmm.
is? Disk.
It's a technology,
It's a technology connector.
technology center,
It's not an
application.
application connector.
Mention.
It's not an application connector. Okay.
Mhm.
This is an application connector. Okay. So coming to this, the same way how we have configured, we will configure the same, the connection part. What is the directory connection and the polling intervals. This is a simple connection like host name, everything will be even mentioned for this one. You see here, we can test the connection directly here.
Mhm. So you have not given the whole directory path. You have just provided the name as work.
Yes,
Or
name as work. And this is a directory path only. I mean, there is no separate for there
uh-huh.
is only since it's a sample one. Like if you have like
Uh-huh.
more thing like you will have like this work
Yeah.
P1
Uh,
like this. Okay, since it is
uh-huh.
just here like a sample one, it will be like this.
Uh, okay.
But in real time, you would have seen like that.
Yeah. Like a path. Mm.
So directly will give this and you can configure. Okay. So this is like FTP V2 only. We have like disk V2. This is for transforming files. Okay. Like how we have created here, we are doing a create function. So what the create
Mm.
function does is it generates
Load
a
files.
new file.
Uh-huh.
Means it generates a new table or anything. Suppose if there is no table, it will just update the table. Okay, or just
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
overwrite the table.
Uh-huh.
So this is also a disk v2 connector. So why we choose disk v2 over disk is it also will have like more options. If we bring a disk connector, what happens? Let's see. Here disk v2, how many options we get? Hardly get
Mm.
10 cent.
Mm.
But coming
Mhm.
here, how many in the updated version we have like more options. Create, upset, delete, get, query, list. So we'll have
Mhm.
a go through about this. Okay, what is create means
Mhm.
it generates a new files. If the files are already exist, it will just return a it will just return the new document ID instead of the old one. Okay, if this just
Uh-huh.
already exists,
Uh,
we'll just override. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it will just create. Okay,
Mhm.
suppose like how I can say like one, two, three is there. Suppose another new one need to be entered. So since four is already occupied, it will just display as five, the sun number,
Mhm.
the column number, sun number, something. Okay.
Mhm.
Delete means it will just want to delete a specific file.
Mhm.
Okay. Get means it is used to get a single file with the ID.
Mhm.
So list means it will just get all the files with the list. It will get all the files with the list. Okay.
Mhm.
So within a directory, like based on the search criteria, if you want to bring something, use query. So one more thing is upset. Upset means update plus
Mhm.
insert. It will create both the actions. Okay.
Mhm.
Suppose there is like a suppose I said that like column one,
Mhm.
two, three, four is already occupied. You want to make some changes on column two. You want to make column two as column eight. So by using the
Mhm.
subset, that column two when it's get occupied also that will be overwritten as eight.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
These are some of the functions. Okay. Coming to
Mm-hmm.
disk V2 connection, you know, right?
Yeah. I got it. Yeah.
The work polling intervals.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this polling interval?
Like how often it has to call.
No, no, no. It is just a millisecond. Like within like 1,000 milliseconds, if it won't connect
Mm.
here, it will fail.
Okay. Uh-huh.
It will fail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's think like only 1 second. Let's see what happens. Even I didn't test this for the first time. I'm testing. Let's see what
Mm-hmm.
happens. 1 millisecond. What happens? Let's see. Test has been successful. You like zero. Okay.
Uh,
It only tests for this one, I think. But whereas for like I think while doing this, it will just impact. Uh, Let us do this, or let's see what happens. It has gone through. Why it has gone through zero? Since it's taking like less than like 1 millisecond, that's what it's going through. Because everything is happening like it is starting within a 1 second, minimum of 1 second, it has been going through. But we can find it using some one specific shape, how the debugging everything can be done. Let me show you that one as well. We can have a powerful like
mm-hmm.
view logs. So going here, it would complete like within like if we have like more files, like it didn't see
Mm-hmm.
there only two files is going like we have like thousands of files, then definitely it will fail.
Good. Yeah.
How I can conclude is we can see here using here, see how much time it will take. Also we can see 20 milliseconds. Okay, see.
Yeah. But you provided 0 milliseconds till it was connecting.
Yes, yes, that is what I'm thinking. Uh, Might be it's a test, it is working, but in real time it will definitely fail.
Mm.
1 millisecond. Let me give it a zero and see what happens. Let me test this one also. Even this time it has failed. This time it has succeeded. 20 milliseconds. Maybe this connection is just a dummy here. That's why it has been executing. Due to the low files, I'm reverting it back to 1000 because this is for the first time I have done, but I don't know why it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But in real
So
time,
here.
like real time, we can see the errors like timeout error, bad gateway error, all happens because of these things only. Sometimes we set the timeout to even more. Those things we do it very often.
Mm-hmm. So here, what is the difference with that? create the package, I mean, with the deploying and also the here we are just testing, right? What
Here,
is the difference?
see, whatever we do here, this is just a
Uh-huh.
testing purpose. So
Uh-huh.
this is what you're doing. You're doing everything manually.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, but when come to like deploying, what happens? Because you'll have like FTP will be sending like thousands of files. Every order it will be sending. So what happens? It
Mhm.
has to do like even if we are there also, so we'll do this and we'll be deploying this, and we'll keep a schedule that for every 3 minutes this process has to be test automatically. Means it has to be running automatically.
Mhm.
So all the files that has
Mhm.
to be picked up, that has to be moved. Okay, for this purpose only we
Mhm.
create a packed component and we deploy. Okay, while deploying,
Mhm.
the creating a packed component is very important. Okay, we'll have a version like why we have changed it. Suppose there is some timeout error. Next time we are trying. Okay, or we add a try catch in over here.
Mhm.
So even those things I will say. Okay, no
Mhm.
worries. Okay, like any doubts you have like regarding like process reporting, any specific in your project you are working?
Not currently, but I might come across since I'm
Yeah,
still in the
yeah,
beginning
no,
stage.
no issue. If you come
Uh,
across, even I complete this
uh,
that process reporting by the time also, like you are like stuck somewhere, you can just approach
uh-huh.
us. Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. I can just guide you that time because that time you will be doing hands on, right? That time I
Yeah.
can guide you. Okay, like
Mhm.
it's a simple only creating a process reporting. Everything is simple. Like manage process reporting. What are all the process which we run last 1 month? What are all the process? Okay, what are all the error process
Mhm.
pending, the success process? Everything will be listed here. It's a real time project. I can show you.
Mhm.
Yeah, since it's a training like I can't show you those things since it has been recording.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but anytime, just if possible, I will just attach some screenshots and I can send you. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay then. Good. Good. Where we are like this is. So disk to operation. Like what response profile we get. So all this like we will do it like
Mhm.
import operation. We do it like this. What are all the test? What are all the operations we can import? So here
Mhm.
connecting to the DB can be done in two ways. One is the connection part and one is the operation part. By this table we will know that the connection is active. You can click on next, connecting to the runtime. So creating response, everything we can get it. Okay, like this is the response profile. What all fields we have create, directory, file name,
Mhm.
file size, everything. So this is like something like something like whatever we want to insert, we can insert over here. Whether we want to append or we want to operate or we want to generate an error, like anything we want dependent error, we can define it all over here. Okay. Like if
Mhm.
create directory does not exist, we check this. If there is no directory, it will create your own directory. There is no file, means it
Mhm.
will create a new folder automatically, and this file will be in there.
Mhm.
Like
So error behavior.
include
Uh-huh.
all metadata means if it is checked, it will the connector will return all the file names and the directory properties. Okay, so these are
Uh-huh.
some of the like operations part. Okay, which you can
Uh-huh.
configure. Okay, create a directory it will exactly like throw an error behave if this is unchecked. Okay, if this is unchecked, there will be even if there is an error also we can't find the error because since
Uh-huh.
it has been like unchecked. Since it is checked, there is an error. It will automatically know there is some error in the DB.
Okay.
These are all the things. Okay, so clear with DB V2 also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like what is a set property?
So
So
that when you go back to that disk one, you're saying that error will be in the DB, but it will show in the log, no, not in the directory, right? You meant to say
no, if there is
in the
an error,
operation.
if there is an
Uh-huh.
error, it will show in the log, and automatically it will stop. This process will stop. Okay, this when it's an error over
Uh-huh.
here, it will stop,
Uh-huh.
and it will show in the logs as well. In logs, you will find everything.
Okay.
Even you can like view like this also, like even since it's like this. Wait, let me show you. Like previously, I have shown you this one, right? Manage process reporting.
Mm-hmm.
Even we can see how this happens. Okay, if you see here, view logs. You can see all logs over here. Any warning, anything. Okay, if you want to know any warnings, anything like error, it will show a warning over here. Okay, since there are no warnings, it will show like no logs available. If you want to see a
Mm-hmm.
process state, means how it happened. These are all some of the information which you should know while doing the debugging. This is the start step. One step has come, the process route. Okay, from here we are getting this data process made outcome as 20 sub documents. So automatically the flow. This is the first sub process. This is the second sub in this wave connector. So the default part. Any error reported. So all this by end of the sessions you will know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fine about this, right?
Yeah.
So why we use this set property step? So we use this set property to set some values for a document
Mm-hmm.
or attributes such as file name or email subject. If you want to like search from an existing property, you can want to set anything externally. You want to reflect some profile element coming as a to address from address. You'll use this set property. This is the one of the most important in order to create the properties. So how we create a set property? You can do it over here. Like there are like different types of property document, dynamic document property. All these I will cover. This is a different concept. All these I will cover in some other session. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have a separate topic for this. It will take nearly like 1 hour of session. When me or
Uh-huh.
Gautam, someone is, we'll just decide whom to take this session. Depending on the availability, me or Gautam will take the entire session.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
it will take like 1 hour of session. Okay, for setting property.
Mm-hmm.
Even will give you some task on the set properties. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
can just work on that. After working on that, you will get to know.
Okay.
Okay? The property type here, like simply we have given like discrete file. So what is the value provided? The property value. This is the place where we set the property. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
file name.
Mm-hmm.
See here we have stated located to the document property to the connector, out of which connector is disk v2. The proper name is
Mm-hmm.
file name. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what the file name value to come the disk v2 file name to be swarupa dot xml.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the
Mm-hmm.
value. If you want to do like account dot xml, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
You do like this. I have just changed this again. I am reverted back. So this is the account dot xml. This is the properties which I set.
Mm-hmm.
is something about the set properties because we have set the file name as here. That's why we have the. And coming to the test mode and document flow, you know this already we have done. This is a test
Yeah.
mode. Okay.
Mhm.
So using this, we'll test. How we can test? We can test using two. One is the test atom cloud and another production atom cloud. Okay.
Mhm.
It will reflect to the data. So how the document flows. Okay. So in Boomi coming to this, what are all the document flows mean? We have like five types of documents. Okay. One is the XML document. The second one is the JSON. The third one is the flat file. Fourth one is the DB data. Fifth one is the EDI. So out
Mhm.
of this, what are all the structured data in Boomi?
Out of those five,
What are all the structured data is in Boomi?
yeah, you just said that the XML,
The
JSON
no no no. Let me
structure.
tell
Yeah,
you
yeah,
this.
that Edifact,
Uh,
ADI, and SIG12
You're going too long. How many types of files?
process.
The file formats available here are by Boomi are the file formats available in Boomi are five types. Okay. First one EDI, second one XML, third one is
JSON,
DB, fourth one JSON, and fifth one, the
platform.
last one, the flat file.
Mhm.
Okay, the flat file. Okay, like out of which, what are all the structured format files? It has a like
Yeah,
common structure,
EDI,
the EDI and
ADI,
XML. Okay,
XML. Uh-huh.
we have a like common structure. Rest all we can. These are all the non-structured format. Okay,
Mhm.
of course you may say like SAP is forms a structure, but that is also comes under a positional. That is something we do internal. But basically, when it comes to Boomi, we have like supports
Mhm.
only five types of file. Out of this flat file only, we have like
Mhm.
flat file is like a positional file.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
out of this only this SAP also comes under. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Mm, so this is all about this one. Okay. Okay, this is about the document flow and Monday will we connect tomorrow?
Yeah, we can.
If Monday we connect, I will try to cover possible we'll cover like 2 hour session or 1.5 hour session. And tomorrow I
Monday
will
only 1 hour. 1 hour I can make it because
okay okay
since it's
one
on
hour.
working day. Yeah.
Okay okay super super okay no issue. Tomorrow I will just cover the document flow, water profile, water maps, how we map step, how we create a default values in maps. Okay, like
Mhm.
all those and how we manage a process and what are the packed components, what is the versioning, how we deploy a process. So process deploying. So everything I will define. I will explain you tomorrow how we undeploy a
Mhm.
process. Okay. So
Mhm.
those things I
So
will cover like tomorrow.
one thing is still bugging me in that V2 disconnector in the
Yes,
operation. You said that the response. I still did not get that. If you
response
could.
right. Like if
Uh-huh.
we uncheck this, if there's any error happened over here,
Uh-huh.
okay, suppose this is your end system. Okay, suppose this is an
Uh-huh.
SAP system. This is an SAP system. You have not checked the error application, error responses. Okay, if you have
Uh-huh.
not checked, if you have unchecked this, you just assume that you have sent 50 files from the trading partner to the SAP. If you have unchecked
Mm.
this, the 50 files will go, but you won't receive response from the SAP team. Like how will you know
Oh,
that?
okay,
How
okay.
will you know
Uh-huh.
that this files has been delivered or not? You
Okay,
need to
okay.
get
Got
some
it.
response, right? Yeah, this has been
Mm-hmm.
successful. Like how we have 997.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not to
Got
like
it.
that, but similar to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
got
yeah.
it?
Got it. Yeah. So
Okay,
that
any
that will be that will be received where those response will receive.
those response. I
Yeah.
these error application responses, right? It
Uh-huh.
will be automatically. You can see it in the logs.
Okay. Uh-huh.
How the response is success and everything. Wait, let me show you one thing. The response means return application error response. If there is an error only, it will
Yeah.
return. If it is successful, it
Yeah.
won't return. Okay.
Yeah.
9 answers something that will get an acknowledgement. If received, also will get
Mhm.
an acknowledgement. Not received, but this one here we return application error. If there is an any application error only, it will respond. Okay, saying that the DB has breakdown and didn't reach the customer. Okay, in that time it will just show the application response.
Okay.
Got it? Let me
Mhm.
try to show you. We have run test this. It won't show, but just show you, say 21, 20, 20. We run test this. Don't worry, tomorrow topic you'll get to know about the deployment, this component versioning, everything
Okay.
tomorrow you'll get to know. Okay.
Okay. No problem.
This is something about the minimum essentials which I have covered. We view the
Mhm.
logs. You will getting a like this is not a similar things only. Here only you will get with a red mark. Like within the red mark you will get a warning that it has been
Mhm.
failed. Okay.
Mhm.
We'll
Okay.
just
Yeah.
show that one a red mark will be shown here. The DB is down, some error is there. Instead of executed successfully, it will show it has
Mhm.
been not executed. Okay.
Mhm.
But like
Mhm.
still you have
Yeah.
like any doubts? Any other things apart from which I thought today?
Yeah. I'll go through it again,
Yes.
probably by the end of today, and if I definitely come up with some questions, and I'll get back.
Yeah, yeah, sure, 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 sure. Not only this, in your project also, if you have like any doubts, you can just ask
Yeah.
me. I will try to help you. Okay. Myself
Yeah.
and
Sure.
Gautam. Even I know some things, even Gautam know some things. Okay.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
either me or Gautam can help you. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are working
Sure.
for a support project, or it's a complete development one.
Complete developer one.
Yeah, let me help you with one. I think there is a course regarding this. Just log into your community. Just do this course. Recently, I have seen this. Even like I was something busy with my training sessions and I didn't have look into this. But if for
Uh-huh.
you, if it will be necessary, I can have you look into this and I can go through and I can help you out. Okay, this is
Uh-huh.
for this one. You know how to log into community, right? The interface
Yeah.
has been upgraded.
Yeah.
When it is updated, right? The first time when we met, right? The
Yeah.
training,
Yeah.
that time only it got updated.
Yeah.
Hey, can you stop the recording if possible?
No, I don't have. I think you can only stop.
Yeah, 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 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, okay. I have paused the recording because this is something like a company thing which
Mm-hmm. Understand.
by some reason if they upload something like it will be nothing will happen. If I leave the
Mm-hmm.
company, that is a different thing. But if I stay in the organization, if I'm doing it, so here trainings and certificate. I have seen some SAP thing when actually
No, I can see your just in Gmail account. You're showing something.
is my screen visible, right?
Yeah, but I see your Gmail.
Gmail.
Yeah.
No,
No, only see your Gmail account.
no. See,
Uh-huh.
still.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I can see the trainboomi.com. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I have just given a pause over here, so I think that's why. Okay, 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 1 minute. Here just have a search into SAP because I have seen that. Because since, see here, using Boomi for SAP, what is the version? Just go to this. Okay, Boomi for SAP path. These are, I think, some courses which can help you out. Assessment. You can register to this and you can go through the video
Yeah.
course. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
this will be
For
very
me,
like
it's just in a file, mapping the file to.
mm,
So here we receive an SAP formatted, IDoc formatted file from from our trading partner that I have to convert into JSON and then convert it into the XML to load into our ERP system.
okay,
So
okay, okay.
uh, yeah,
Got it.
this this is I think this is more of an connector if we connect to the SAP
Okay,
system,
okay.
how
Let
we
me
can.
see the let us see like what all in this course they are covering. So we have 2 hours of
Uh-huh.
course. Thing is that it's an open source and it will be like more for you to learn.
Mm.
Very interesting things will be like introduction, architect, and functional positioning, IDOC.
Oh yeah, there is IDoc.
Let's see like anything will be helpful. What is Boomi for SAP? All these materials you can take.
Mhm.
Like if you need like more help anything like please let me know because I will just go through
Mhm.
these courses if required
Uh-huh.
for you.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, because if I have
Mhm.
learned this and if I don't, even I don't know like because it's not that I'm
Mhm.
into this field I should know everything. When I don't know, never have worked on this one. Required, I can go through and
Mhm.
I can help you if required. Okay,
Mhm. Sure.
not required, we can ignore. Okay,
Okay.
because you should only know what are all the things you're